Right now, why it might be too late for Republicans to impeach the new state Supreme Court justice.
Also, it is the first night of Hanukkah, how the Jewish community is celebrating amid the rise of anti-Semitism brought on by the Israel-Hamas war.
And Beloit police are making some updates on how to handle mental health crises using Madison as a model. You're watching News 3 now at 5.
Thanks for staying with us at 5. We begin tonight in the state capitol, where a deadline was just missed that could have significantly changed the makeup of the state Supreme Court.
Political reporter Will Keneally joins us with what this means and what happens next. Will?
Well, that's right. This is one of those stories where it happens a lot behind the scenes, kind of away from the light of day. But we want to show you exactly what is going on in the state capitol. So we start first with the state Supreme Court. It's the branch of Wisconsin government that has the final say on things like the state's abortion ban and legislative district maps. Now, those maps control how much power Republicans have in the state capitol. Now, the balance of the Supreme Court flipped to the liberals this year for the first time in more than a decade. And during this past April's campaign, the newest liberal justice said that the current legislative maps are rigged. She sat down with us to talk about that issue.
How many seats are Republican and how many seats are Democrat in a purple state? How can it be fair? Right, it's not fair.
So Republicans feared that she had prejudged a case on the state's legislative districts. They wanted her to recuse herself from the case and threatened to impeach her if she didn't. Here's Assembly Speaker Robin Vos.
We know ultimately that if they decide to inject their own political bias inside the process and not follow the law, we have the ability to go at the Supreme Court, and we also have the ability to hold her accountable to the voters of Wisconsin.
Mr. Speaker.
Now, Republicans were arguing here that this was a critical issue, a matter of law and order, if she did not step down from this case. And there's a desire to move quickly with impeachment. If Republicans in the legislature had successfully ousted her before December 1st, Wisconsin voters would pick her replacement on next April's ballot. Now, that would benefit Republicans because we'll see that happen at the same time as the GOP presidential primary. But Republicans have not made any moves to impeach her. And that December 1st deadline has come and gone. Now, if the justice is removed, the state's Democratic governor gets to replace her.
We will continue to follow it, Will. Thank you. Let's get a look at the forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is on the weather patio. Gary?
Yeah, pretty nice night out here this evening. Skies have been sunny all day long, and temperatures have been on the mild side. As we take a look at visible cloud track, we've had a lot of sunshine statewide. The only clouds have been over northeastern Wisconsin, and to the west, there's not much in the way of cloud cover. Very little in the way of precipitation anywhere across the upper Midwest. That'll be the case again for tomorrow. High temperatures today, 49 in Madison, 52 in Janesville. To the west, temperatures were well into the 50s, and even to the east, temperatures were in the upper 40s to around 50. Right now, Madison's dropped back to 44, Janesville's at 43, but it's still close to 50 out toward Prairie du Chien and over toward Richland Center. Here in Dane County right now, 47 in Middleton, 46 in Verona, and 43 in Stoughton. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures will hold nearly steady in the lower to middle 40s. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes one more mild day and then some precipitation as we head toward the weekend. I'll tell you whether it'll be rain, snow, or a mix of the two.
Thank you, Gary. Today marks the first night of Hanukkah, and Jewish communities across the world will be lighting the first candle.
But as our Braden Ross found out, the holiday is about more than just jelly donuts and potato pancakes. It's about bringing light in times of darkness, especially now. Braden?
Yeah, Madison's Jewish community was shocked when a group of neo-Nazi protesters marched to the front of one of the city's oldest synagogues. But now, almost 4 weeks later, they're celebrating light in the face of that darkness and hope in the face of hate.
This is used to light the other candles.
Thursday night, Jews across Madison will light the first candles on their menorahs.
It'll be a joyful night tonight.
It's the first night of Hanukkah, a holiday about resilience, bringing light to times of darkness. A message Rabbi Andrea Steinberg says is especially needed now.
Hanukkah always reminds us every year that we're still strong, that we're still here, that we still have the freedom to celebrate our holidays. And I know that's true today, too.
Almost 4 weeks ago, a group carrying Nazi symbols marched through our state's capital.
That was truly a moment that broke me personally and professionally.
It was just one example in a trend of rising anti-Semitism across the world and here in Madison. But in the face of that hatred, Madison's Jewish community isn't shying away from one of Hanukkah's core tenets.
One of the commandments of the holiday is to indeed publicize the miracle And so we publicized the miracle by indeed placing it in a window facing the street.
Sometimes we keep our Jewishness hidden, and we might feel more comfortable doing so, but we also want to tell the world of our survival and of our celebration.
Because after all, these rabbis say right now, the world could use a little more light.
The celebration of Hanukkah is motivating. And I think it needs to be motivating. As difficult as these times are for people in the Jewish community, or for both Israelis and Palestinians in Israel who are trying to live together, we indeed need to share more light and more warmth with one another.
UW-Madison's Jewish organizations will hold a public menorah lighting on Library Mall tonight. Another is planned for Sunday at Hilldale Shopping Center.
Thank you, Braden. The war between Israel and Hamas is now entering its third month of fighting.
Natalie Brand is on Capitol Hill with the latest on the war and the fight on the Hill over U.S. aid for Israel.
On the eve of Hanukkah, students in Israel decorated menorahs in honor of the estimated 130 hostages still being held in Gaza.
I hope that they get to see their families soon and that they'll come home safely before, hopefully, to still celebrate the holiday.
But for now, the fighting between Israel and Hamas escalates, with the Israeli military saying it's intensifying its offensive in southern Gaza, hitting targets in the city of Khan Yunis, considered a Hamas stronghold.
We target Hamas, we do not target civilians, and we've been doing everything possible to get civilians out of harm's way while we go after the terror monsters who perpetrated the October 7th massacre.
Israel has declared a nearby village a safe zone, and thousands of Palestinians have fled there to escape incoming fire. United Nations officials say there are no safe places in Gaza, and the Biden administration has urged Israel to do more to avoid civilians. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers are at odds over an emergency funding package proposed by the White House, which ties Israel aid to Ukraine and other national security priorities. The Senate failed to advance the bill Wednesday afternoon, with Republicans calling for more U.S. border protections.
Ukraine's very important. So is Israel. So is Taiwan. But nothing's more important to me right now than securing our homeland that's the most exposed to a terrorist attack and other bad things in modern history.
As negotiations continue, the White House says President Biden conducted phone calls Thursday with leaders in the region, including Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Prime Minister Netanyahu issued a warning to Hezbollah today, saying if it attacked Israel, the Israelis would do to Hezbollah what it has done to Hamas.
Senate Republicans held a news conference today to discuss the border crisis that's causing a stalemate on additional funding that would aid Ukraine. Senator Lindsey Graham says in the last 4 days, there have been 40,000 illegal crossings at the southern border. As Republicans urge Democrats to compromise, the Biden-Ukraine aid plan continues to hang in the balance. Meanwhile, Russia is intensifying its attacks, where Ukrainian forces contend with aging weapons and eroding support.
What's next? Here's what's next. The Commander-in-Chief, Joe Biden, needs to wake up and do something about a broken border. It's his job, above all others, to secure the nation. Bottom line is we're urging the president to get involved.
Beloit police are adding to their emergency response team. Our Maddie Heimsch went to Rock County to find out how 911 calls will address mental health.
The Beloit police chief told me the way law enforcement responds to mental health crises is outdated, so Beloit is changing course. The police department is teaming up with Rock County Human Services Crisis Intervention to provide care suited specifically for mental health emergencies. Chief Andre Sales says he hopes this change builds a sense of understanding between law enforcement and community members in need.
Understanding that we understand that they have rough days, and we want to provide resources, community connection resources to them. And what better way would do that was to team up with Rock County Mental Health and bring that person within the police department.
The chief said the department has been working on the program for years, modeling it after Madison and Janesville's successful emergency care partnerships. In Beloit, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Madison Fire and Police implemented their mental health program over 2 years ago. Tonight at 6, Hear how their program has revolutionized emergency care.
Well, you could say 2 of Wisconsin's well-hiked trails are now on a new path. Today, Senator Tammy Baldwin designated the Ice Age Trail and the North Country Scenic Trail as national parks. So this gives the trails better access to federal resources and money to better maintain and preserve them. Baldwin says the miles and miles of trail highlight the best Wisconsin has to offer.
Visitors from all over the country come to enjoy Wisconsin's great outdoors, and the Ice Age Trail, along with the North Country Trail, make nature accessible to so many, while attracting new customers to our businesses and restaurants on main streets throughout the state.
The Ice Age Trail is 1,200 miles throughout the state and brings more than 2.3 million people in each year. The North Country Trail stretches through many northern states, including Wisconsin.
Some Dane County leaders and health professionals are calling on the Environmental Protection Agency to pass strong clean car standards. State Senator Melissa Agard, along with Dane County Supervisor Yogesh Twala and others, are hoping that these new standards will accelerate Wisconsin toward zero emissions. They say investments in charging infrastructure, battery manufacturing, and tax incentives are driving down electric vehicle costs and helping to reduce carbon pollution.
We must continue to push forward and commit to sustaining these standards in order to move forward for a healthy environment for all of us.
They want to see the Biden administration and the EPA finalize the standards to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from vehicles by the end of the year.
Wisconsin's regional matchup against Penn State will start in a little less than an hour inside the field house.
It's going to be rocking tonight. And if you were thinking, didn't these two face off last year in this exact same spot? Well, you're right. Our Zach Hanley is live with the details. Hi, Zach.
Hey guys, yeah, in a little over 50 minutes, both Wisconsin and Penn State will meet again this year, but this time it's in the NCAA Regional, and Kelly Sheffield and the Badgers, this stage is nothing new to them. You might be thinking, well, why? Well, it's their 11th straight trip to the Sweet 16, but obviously this group is thinking bigger. They're 2 years removed from their national championship season and would like nothing more than to hang another banner here at the Fieldhouse. The good news is this team is healthy and told me this week they're really close to playing their best volleyball of the season. Now, as we mentioned before, tonight's match is a regular season rematch. Penn State won that one back in November, but that was at Happy Valley. This one obviously in Madison. Wisconsin is undefeated at home this season and have won 57 of their last 59 matches at the Fieldhouse. So again, Wisconsin and Penn State, a little over 50 minutes until they face off again in a much bigger stage with a trip to the Elite Eight on the line. And how is this for dedication? The first Badger fan in line tonight at Gate C, 7:58 this morning. They just let in. So you could do the math on how long they were waiting. For now, live at the Fieldhouse, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
Thank you, Zach. Oh my gosh, that fan was ready to go.
Good luck to the Badgers. Big game tonight.
Well, next on News 3 Now at 5, we'll send it over to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti to get a look at your first WARN forecast.
And if you're still buying gifts for your family and friends this holiday, we have some tips on how to get the best bang for your buck coming up.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. or visit www.kwwf.org.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Les Miserables, still the world's most popular musical. Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables. February 14th through 18th at Overture Center. Tickets available at overture.org today.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
Coming up, the Badger women's volleyball team plays in the Sweet 16. Sports Director Zach Hanley has all the inside scoop on the matchup. Then Beloit takes a groundbreaking step in mental health response. We look at the new pilot program tonight at 6.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. While Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Small Business Saturday have come and gone, we have some good news for people still working through their holiday shopping list.
Yeah.
Hello, we're the problem.
Experts say some of the best deals of the season are still to come. Bradley Blackburn has a look at the calendar.
Yeah, these are nice. For shoppers like Melissa Reeves, grabbing gifts for the holidays starts early.
Mission accomplished.
Really early.
I'm almost done. I start Christmas shopping in July.
But millions of Americans are just starting and looking for deals.
40% and more will definitely get my attention.
If you missed the discounts offered during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, expert shopper Kyle James says there's good news.
Oftentimes, the closer you get to Christmas, the more money you're going to save.
He's been tracking the calendar for years at ratherbeshopping.com and says there are key dates to know. Friday, December 8th, could see the best deals on tools and hardware with discounts of 20 to 30%. Saturday, December 9th, is good for tech like laptops and also for toys. But don't wait if you need a specific toy.
Typically, the longer you wait on the hot stuff, a lot of times you're going to end up on eBay, paying a premium.
December 14th is big for apparel and shoes as stores offer discounts and free shipping in time for Christmas.
If you wait until the 15th, 16th, you might have to pay a premium for shipping, or you might have to just pay the regular shipping fee, which is in many cases $7, $8.
And if you've bought your gifts already, don't forget about price adjustments. Many retailers will give you money back if you see an item go on sale later.
My thing is, the more you save, the more gifts you can get for yourself.
Savings advice that's a gift to every shopper this season. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And Gary has a list. He's checking it twice. Is the forecast going to be naughty or nice, Gary?
That's a matter of opinion. I'm not a big snow person, so I don't mind the mild weather, but for others, not having snow is a big problem. And it'll be even milder tomorrow. Today, we're up close to 50 in Madison. A few places touch the 50-degree mark. Tomorrow, we'll probably make the middle 50s. Then the next weather system, Friday night into Saturday morning, brings mainly rain. I don't see much in the way of any kind of a mix of precipitation before it comes to an end early on Saturday afternoon. And most of next week will be dry, at least from Sunday through Thursday, above normal temperatures for all of next week and through next weekend as well. In fact, the high temperature trend, again, the high temperature, average high temperature goes from 35 to 32. We'll be at 54 tomorrow, so that's about 20 degrees above average. Still 44 on Saturday, and then just slightly below average on Sunday with a high of 32, but every other day, temperatures in the 30s and 40s, that's well above average. And as far as the view beyond that, the Climate Prediction Center 8 to 14-day temperature outlook taking us through 4 days before Christmas. Above normal temperatures across almost the entire country with the highest probability of that happening right here. And below normal precipitation expected through much of the northern part of the country. That is not a map that you want to see, at least as far as snow is concerned. And take a look at the snow cover across the country. Snow in New England, a little bit of snow in the northern Midwest, snow in the Rockies and the mountains out west. The rest of the country pretty much free of snow. And until we get some snow on the ground, we can't even get cold enough for snow, so it just kind of feeds on itself. Case in point, future track beginning at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Notice clouds move in, but precipitation starts in the form of rain as it moves on through because the winds don't shift around to the west until sometime during the day on Saturday. So by the time the precipitation starts to wind down, maybe a little bit of a mix, and then after that, it's pretty much gone. So again, not looking good, at least as far as accumulating snow. Planning your day for tonight. 43 at 9 p.m. That's warmer than what our average high temperature is this time of year. And temperatures go up overnight. 44 at midnight, 45 at 3 a.m. here in Madison, 46 by morning. So very mild overnight. Planning your night across Dane County. Look for a low of 46 in Cross Plains, 45 in Windsor, 45 in Waterloo. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 45 Prairie du Chien, 46 in Platteville, and 47 in Monroe. Tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 54 with variably cloudy skies. Again, that's about 20 degrees above average. But future track beginning early Saturday morning shows mainly rain with temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40. There might be a little bit of a mix up toward the Dells where temperatures will be in the mid 30s. But as the temperatures get cold enough for snow, and that will be later Saturday, the snow is pretty much, or the precipitation is pretty much gone. First one, 7 to 10 day forecast, 32 on Sunday, but then, like I say, temperatures above normal for next week with very little in the way of precipitation chances, maybe an afternoon shower on Friday, a little better chance for some rain and snow showers by Sunday of next weekend. As we take a look at first warn traffic, not a good night on the Beltline. We have an accident at the interstate and the Beltline. Traffic is backed up pretty much to Park Street and then also some delays around Westtown. Right now on the eastbound Beltline, it's a 40-minute trip from University Avenue to the interstate, 25 minutes back in the westbound direction because of some delays around Fish Hatchery Road. Heading out of Madison, 25 minutes from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990, 18 minutes Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue and US 151 takes you 22 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, thank you, Gary. Coming up next at 5, an important warning from the FDA. Throw away this applesauce pouch if you have it in your fridge. We'll have that and more after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The highest art is beautiful, timeless, inspired by the divine. Shen Yun. Coming to Milwaukee and Madison, February 3rd through the 11th.
Save big money with huge savings at Menards. Keep your devices powered with high-energy Rayovac batteries. They deliver consistent performance and have lasting power. A 24-pack of AA and AAA batteries are only $9.99. Clean up your space with help from Rubbermaid. This 32-gallon trash can features innovative venting channels, making it easier to lift out liners. Get yours now with a lid for $34.99. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
It's easier to manage my chemo side effects since the Grace Supportive Care came to see me. They're taking the time to listen and talk about options for feeling better.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Get 4 Arby's Classic Roast Beef Sandwiches for just $10. That's one for now, one after that, one to celebrate the first 2, and one more because that's how many 4 is. Arby's, we have the meat.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. This holiday season is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The highest art is beautiful, timeless, inspired by the divine. Shen Yun. Coming to Milwaukee and Madison, February 3rd through the 11th.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
The minimum wage will increase in 22 states in the new year. Come January 1st, 7 states and the District of Columbia will have minimum wages of $15 or more. In some states, these wages were scheduled to increase. In other states, lawmakers upped wages in their jurisdictions because of inflation. 20 states are still using the federal minimum wage of $7.25, which hasn't gone up since 2009.
There's been another delay in banning menthol cigarettes, and some health advocates believe the Biden administration's delay is a move to avoid alienating black voters who disproportionately smoke menthol cigarettes. The ban is not expected until March at the earliest.
The number of children with symptoms of lead poisoning potentially linked to recalled applesauce pouches has increased to 64. All children are under the age of 6. The FDA says you should throw these products away if you bought them. The agency previously recalled 3 brands, saying cinnamon shipped from Ecuador may be the source of the lead contamination.
We'll get a final check on the forecast when we come back.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
My favorite thing about the Power Swabs is that I was actually able to take the swab and really get through some of those areas that are kind of like untreated. I felt like I can immediately see the results, and I'm like, oh, I'm definitely starting to see the shades getting brighter and brighter, or whiter and whiter.
If you have yellowing between your teeth, if you have coffee or tea stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And in each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution.
Well, they're whiter, they're brighter, and I feel better about my smile. And it was so easy to do.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This holiday season, order Power Swabs and receive up to 50% off the retail price. And as an added bonus, get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
You're the people who make junk disappear?
We brought a whole truckload of magic.
1-800-GOT-JUNK, I love you.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
We've got a lot of news coming up. The fight to preserve history. Our Eye on America tonight journeys to one community in Georgia battling new zoning laws. Why a county commissioner said it's in part a battle of the rich versus the poor. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Coming up at 6, a UW-Madison professor continues his tradition of inviting kindergartners into his political science class. News 3 Now was inside the classroom today. That and more ahead in the next half hour.
And how's the weather looking for this last look?
Hey, not bad at all. Temperatures were mild today. There's the live view from the Edgewater Skycam. No rain or snow here. High temperature 49 Madison, 52 in Janesville. I think these temperatures are going to be about 5 degrees warmer tomorrow. And right now we're still at 44 in Madison. Everybody is in the 40s through southern Wisconsin. Here in Dane County, still 44 in the town of Perry, 45 in Belleville, 46 in Wanakee. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures holding nearly steady in the lower 40s. It's a little too warm to get snow yet, so got to work on that.
All right, thank you, Gary. Thanks for your help tonight, Brady. Thanks for watching, everybody. The CBS Evening News is coming up next. Hope to see you back here at 6.